There is a hair product warning being issued. Some women claim the product in question is causing severe burns. ABC7's Alex Redmond explains what you need to know. Alex?
Well, we all dream of gleaming, glossy, smooth hair, and many over-the-counter products entice us with promises of delivering. But now, the Suave company is involved in a lawsuit, first filed last year by women who said their hair was singed and broke off in clumps from using Suave's Keratin 30-day smoothing kit. And there may be more serious health implications.
She applied it at home. Her hair completely turned to glue, and she had to shave her head.
Stylist Kit Carlson says her friend tried to do it at home.
She bought an over-the-counter straightener.
This was at the suggestion of a friend, not a cosmetologist.
You can literally melt hair to your head, which is what happened to her.
We've seen severe neck, ears, head burns, scalp burns, hair loss, things that look like alopecia.
The bald spots aren't alopecia, says Richard Weintraub. They are actually chemical burns on the scalp, and they can be devastating.
Hair products contain a tremendous number of chemicals in them.
And these chemicals, says Dr. O'Donoghue, can cause a number of health risks.
An airborne or an irritant reaction which can cause wheezing, dry eyes, irritated eyes, even headaches.
But wait, there's more.
Sometimes pain, shortness of breath, just wheezing, difficulty catching your breath.
Be cautious of certain products, says Dr. Fred Romano of Doctors Hospital of Sarasota, because they may contain ingredients hazardous to your health.
Anything that's artificial doesn't exactly work congruently with the body, especially in some of these. I think they do use some formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde smoothing treatments, and there may be other reactions to direct contact with some products, including dermatitis.
A red, itchy, scaly rash, usually in the areas where the product is being used or close to those areas.
You can also develop an irritating red scaly rash from sensitivity to overuse.
If the dermatitis is severe enough or chronic enough, that can lead to a deeper process that can ultimately lead to a burn-like rash or a scar.
But there are ways to protect yourself.
It should not touch the scalp. If you have an abrasion, if you have a scratch, if you have a bite on the scalp, you want to stay off of it. You cannot go near it because you will have raw skin exposed to a chemical.
But if you do have a reaction to one of the hair smoothing treatments, reach out to your primary care physician and let them know what product you have used. It may be a good idea to also take the packaging with you so that they can check out the ingredients.
And sometimes these smoothing and the straightening creams and treatments, they have a strong fume. So what do the salons do to try to minimize that?
Well, at some of the salons, they actually have ventilated wall systems which will pull the fumes out into it so it gets it away from you and it doesn't go into the immediate environment. So if you're going to the hairstylist, make sure they have one of those.
Yes, and something always to discuss first with your hairstylist and decide if it's right for your hair. Because we all are very sensitive about our hair, of course.
Definitely, and you know, even if you're going to buy the over-the-counter ones, make sure it's okay.
All right, thank you, Alex. Now let's head over to Bob.